Hey class, so I'm going to go over 3-point perspective, okay? And I've mentioned this before, 3-point perspective is 3 vanishing points. So I'm going to use this paper and I'm just going to draw 3 points in the corners here. There's 2 points up top and 1 below. So we're going to try to get a straight-on shot of a building, okay? Now I like to kind of lightly sketch in my border of whatever I'm doing, just very lightly. I'm using a pen so you could see it better and so it doesn't reflect as much on the camera. So here we go. Now I'd like to get maybe some buildings going on, all right? And the thing about three-point perspective is there are horizon lines that you cannot cross. Okay, so one of the horizon lines is actually a vertical line, straight up and down. The other horizon line, and what I mean by horizon line is it's splitting the triangle in two. This is the horizon line when you're coming this way or this way, okay? So when you're going up, here is your horizon line for this side, and here's your horizon line for this side, okay? It's generally best to cross them equally, so where it crosses, see that? Okay, that right there. So you can already see kind of it taking shape a little bit, okay? So let's say I want a building over here, or I want, actually, let's do one in the center first, okay? So let's do a building right here, and I want it to be right here. So I'm just gonna connect these two right here. See, the horizon lines are already helpful for me, and what I'm connecting is the dots up here, connecting the ruler, okay, and then I'm moving it, I'm sliding it. So everything's in perspective. This is 3-point perspective. You see 1, 2, 3 sides of the building. Now, for the tallness of this building, because it's coming up, we're gonna line it to this bottom, okay? And here we go. It's coming straight up, right at us. Imagine you're in a helicopter, and that's how we're seeing this building, is from a helicopter, okay? I know it looks like a fisheye lens, and that's totally okay. I'm going to darken this up. Okay, if I had an eraser, I would erase this line, and this would be the building. Everything else should be in perspective, okay? So I'm going to build a ridge, but I want it to be in perspective. So what I do is I go down to where I want it, align this dot and this part right here, and I only draw what I want to draw. Remember, you can't cross this horizon line to this side when drawing the lines going this way, okay? Don't draw anything on this side until you're ready to, and I'll show you more of that. Again, for the other side, point to point. And it's a little bit confusing at first, but you'll get it. Okay, this shows depth, okay? This shows that this is actually a platform and this is like a fence around it, okay? This right here is slightly skinnier than this right here, and that's what you want. All right, let's continue on. Maybe I want, let's say I want maybe air vent or something to show that there's an air vent. All right, that's cool. I'll just pick a point right here, go over here, and this is where you can start crossing the horizon line, this horizon line, okay? Because you're drawing your initial line of where you want things to be, okay? And then it'll come down here. Actually, let's not do that yet. Let's go back over here and draw our other edge. Okay, maybe right here. Okay, we know that it's going to stop here, and now we could draw our other like that. We're going to align it. Look at that. Okay. There's something going on there. That's great. That's perfect. Now let's give it some height, right? This would be a lot easier with a shorter ruler, by the way. Let's give it some height. So this is how you do height. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now all you have to do is go and connect the dots. From here, and from here. Okay, this is an air vent. Okay, I'll just draw like an oval or something here. Okay, this is a fan. Okay, it's going to spin and it brings air into the building. Okay, let's give it some depth. Shade one side. Alright. I sort of kind of regret using a pen, but it's okay. You get the idea. Alright, so this is all in perspective, okay? That's what I want. I want everything in perspective. You want to draw another building, let's say over here, pick a point of where you want it to start, either going this way or this way, it doesn't matter, okay, and draw your line. So I want the building to go this way and this way. I'm just going to draw this first line here. Draw the second line going this way to about here. Okay. Come back over here. Point to edge. Over here. Again, this edge with your longest edge here. Right like that. Okay. There you go. You have a square in perspective. Now we got to give it some depth, right? Remember, you got to stick to this point perspective or else it'll look weird. All right. Okay, and it's coming up from the ground. Now, this is called really deep perspective, okay? So when you have your third perspective, the shallower it is or the closer it is to these points, the deeper your perspective will be, okay? Everything will look like it's really coming at you. The longer this is, the shallower the perspective is, okay? So the wider it is, all right? So let me connect these points here, this point to this edge. Okay, now I don't want to go down all the way because, hey, guess what? This building is behind this building, okay? Here we go. Now, what about this line right here, right? You want to make it from this point connecting right here. Okay, it's a very slight angle, okay? You could even do that just to kind of connect it, okay? Super slight angle. Okay, same thing here, point to edge, there. Okay, and that's the ground, that's where it can come up from, okay? You don't have to have everything go to this point either. So if I decide that maybe this building actually starts from down here, that's where I will draw it. Okay, that's where I'll draw the base. Okay, there, like that. And the rest of this you can have horizon lines everywhere. Okay, this is nothing. Okay, so this is a little bit, it looks like it's a little bit taller, or it starts at a higher elevation. That's okay. We'll just faux a line over here and going up this way. Okay, and you could shade all this in to show, give it that illusion that it's on ground. Okay. See, when you shade it in, you'll start to see that it's all on the same level. Okay. If I used a pencil, you'd be able to see this clearer. Okay. So windows are the same thing when you draw windows. Okay. You can go in by the lines. Okay, but they go in. Okay, they don't go straight down. They go in. So you have this point, this line here that I kind of just fudged. Okay, it's not the real line. Going down and going down. Okay, it may look like it's going straight down, but there are slight angles. Okay, it's really just best to use a ruler. because it'll help you. Okay, and that window is in perspective. All right, so this is 3-point perspective. Okay, you need to choose a horizon line and then draw your points on it. My horizon line is way up here. Okay, it's super up here. All right, this is where, oops, this is where the sun would rise. Okay, that's how far the horizon line is. So that's how far up it is. You could always bring it down, and you could bring the vanishing point way down off the paper somewhere, mark it with a pin or something, just have it marked. Okay, this is 3-point perspective, pretty easy, right? Watch this video again if you need to learn the concept.